Do you think it is just money, though?
No, it's not just money driven. He knows that if he comes lacking, Crawford gonna beat him. Crawford knows if he comes lacking, Canelo gonna beat him. No, it's not money driven at all. Money just was a good reason to make the fight.
Terence is a tremendously skilled fighter. So is Canelo a very skilled fighter, but he doesn't have the same skill set as Terence.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you, man. What is it in your mind?
I think he's just used to the stage. You know what I'm saying? It's a different stage, man. But I don't know, man. It's like
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez delivered the kind of spectacle fans had long been waiting for. After the fight, boxing experts praised both the electrifying atmosphere and the high-stakes build-ups. Many admired how Crawford remained composed under the roar of the Mexican crowd, standing tall despite thousands cheering against him. Both fighters carried history into the ring, Canelo defending his legacy at super middleweight, while Crawford pursued the rare dream of becoming a three-division undisputed champion. Analysts agreed it was a monumental challenge, yet Crawford's calm discipline and unshakable composure convinced many that he truly belonged among boxing's elite.
The boos from the Mexican fans really well, and then towards the end of the press conference, he's so succinct and pithy in everything he says, Bud, that his supporters eventually came to the fore in the arena. He's incredibly popular. Canelo's he's not arrogant, but he's got so much self-belief. And then it's like a game of ping pong. Yeah. Back and forth all the time. Great atmosphere. We've had a brilliant day interviewing so many people about it. Today makes me feel really stoked about this fight now.
Stoked? It's a great word.
Stoked.
There's a lot of respect between both guys. I think they both know what they've got themselves into. Obviously, Terence is on the precipice of history. 3-weight undisputed champion. Not been done in the modern era. And obviously Canelo Alvarez, he's taking a big risk here. He's fighting what everybody's saying is the smaller guy. But when he was up on that stage, both guys paying an awful amount of respect to each other, both admitting that this is a 50-50 and could go either way.
Yeah, no nostalgia. They were asked about nostalgia and the biggest fight of their lives. Neither man wants to think about those things. They know they've got an elitist fighter in front of them. Canelo, like you say, has his legacy to lose in many ways that he's created in recent times at super middleweight, being undefeated in that division for 6.5 years against a guy that's come up from lightweight. Let's not forget that he beat Ricky Burns to win the world title at the beginning. It's a massive ask for Terence Crawford still, but there's that feeling in all of us that he is capable of doing it, and he presents that the whole time. He's got this poker face. He's got this ability to respond in the right way to everything.
At the higher weight, Crawford showed he could command Canelo's respect by standing firm in the exchanges. Observers noted that he didn't rely on a purely defensive, Mayweather-like approach. Instead, he blended sharp counters with intelligent movement while staying true to his own style. Canelo's relentless pressure and power reminded everyone why he has ruled the super middleweight division for so long. Yet, Crawford's adaptability and composure under fire underscored his greatness. The fight carried echoes of Canelo's toughest past battles, but the sheer intensity and high stakes made this clash stand apart as something truly unforgettable.
Rumors of a shoulder injury. I'm not putting any stock into that because I don't think we can unless there's anything official really out there. Point being, there's got a lot of question marks around Terence Crawford. This video, we are going to suppose that those question marks are answered in full force by Terence Crawford being an absolute monster at this weight class. It's a lot of assuming, but it's kind of what we have to do to see the best version of Terence Crawford in this fight. So let's assume the weight doesn't bother him. Let's assume he is fully healthy, not injured. Let's assume that Canelo's power is not too much from him coming up from 147, 154 to 168. Let's assume all that's true. How does Terence Crawford win this fight? Number one, he has to get Canelo's respect early. Terence Crawford is not going to fight this fight on his back foot, circling around. No, I don't want any part of that. That can't happen. And do not forget, by the way, that Charlo was 154 undisputed champion.
When the dust settled on this historic night, many echoed the thoughts of Carl Froch and Hamza. Crawford's skill, timing, and composure on the sport's biggest stage left a powerful impression. At the same time, Canelo's legacy loomed over the fight. He had already faced legends like Gennady Golovkin and Floyd Mayweather, battles that forced him to refine his craft and shape the fighter he is today. His power remained a constant threat, earning respect from both the crowd and analysts at ringside. The contest highlighted the fascinating contrast between Crawford's razor-sharp precision and Canelo's battle-tested strength. It wasn't just about proving who was greater, It was a celebration of two all-time talents, one cementing his reputation, the other reinforcing his legacy.
Talk about Crawford, Canelo, before we move on to you on Canelo.
Yeah.
Who you got for this? I mean, this is an exciting fight. What's your pick for this one?
I think Canelo's going to win rounds 8 to 10 knockout.
You think he'll get a stoppage, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's going to get the stoppage. I think...
You basing that just on size? Or?
No. It's a little bit on size, but I think Crawford's ego is not going to let him box. You got to remember,
so you think he's going to take him on?
Yeah. And I think he'll try... He'll do what he has to do at the start, realise it's not going to work. Later on, try and match him, and that's it. Over.
See, I think if Crawford's going to do the job, it's got to be boxing, moving, keeping that.
That's the only way it can be done. He can't fight him, can he?
No, he can't fight. And you're saying there he gets drawn in because he just might do because he's unbeaten. He fancies himself as a bit of a tough. Well, he's tough, isn't he? He's tough, strong. He does everything well.
Yeah.
But at this weight, but Canelo was down at welterweight when he started, up at light heavyweight, and obviously been beat. He lost to Mayweather and lost to Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah.
Bivol was too much for him.
Yeah.
Back down at super middleweight now. That's probably his comfortable weight. And you just think Crawford's just not big enough.
Nah, I don't think he is, man. And the thing is, with someone like Canelo, you got to either throw punches in bunches like Bivol did, or you got to be there where he respects your power, like GGG and these guys. So it sounds a bit mad, but I don't think Crawford's got either or. He's talented, one of the best fighters in our generation, but you've got to remember, you're going up. 2 divisions, 3 divisions.
Yeah, 2 or 3 divisions.
Different, the game's different up there.
And Canelo's not going anywhere, is it? Because he got clipped. You mentioned Bivol there, and Bivol smashed him with quite a lot of big, heavy shots. Yeah. And he coped.
He took it.
Never been down, has
Nah, he ate it. And it didn't phase him. So I don't see how Crawford can hurt him, to be.
The fight underscored the stark contrast between a natural super middleweight and a challenger daring to rise above his natural size. One had the durability that comes with 168 pounds, able to absorb shots that would trouble most opponents, while the other relied on sharpness, adaptability, and relentless activity to bridge the gap. The exchanges were filled with flashes of raw power, precise timing, and clever adjustments from both men, keeping the outcome uncertain at every turn. As the rounds progressed, fatigue and sustained pressure began to take their toll, setting the stage for dramatic moments in the championship rounds.
It's quite difficult to read. Canelo's not as difficult, but Canelo's just so much more experienced. And yes, they're going to look physically the same, but he's the natural 168-pounder. He's the one that's taken shots from guys that probably on a fight night weigh in nearly 200 pounds, and he's been able to eat those shots, eat them, right? I mean, we haven't seen Canelo wobbled since Miguel Cotto's brother wobbled him way back when, right? I mean, apart from that, this guy's taken shots off Gennady Golovkin. And anyone that can eat shots off Golovkin, I'm sorry, you've got my full respect, because we know how hard Golovkin hits. What will Crawford's legs look like after a few rounds against Canelo? Like, Crawford's gonna have to be active. One thing Crawford's got to understand as well, this in Vegas. If you want to beat Canelo, you got to beat Canelo. A bit like Bivol did. You've got to make sure there is no arguments. It's all said and done. I did way more work. So Crawford's got to be busy. Canelo, we just know, isn't going to revert back to Canelo of 6-7 years ago. It ain't going to happen. So what Canelo does do is he tries to hurt you with one big shot now. He won't load up. It will tap you, then bang. I think we've seen that, especially that shot he throws where it looks like he's going to go to the body, then it goes up top. He's really good at that shot. So Crawford's got to look out for that. I think Crawford wins quite a few of the early rounds. And then I think the weight of Canelo's punches, the weight in Crawford's legs start to take some impact. And I think Canelo starts to eat a lot of the second half of the fight rounds. And then I think it comes down to who can do something in 11 and 12 championship rounds. I really do believe that's how it's going to play out. I've got a feeling that Canelo will hurt Crawford.
In the aftermath, conversations inevitably turned to drug testing, with some questioning whether Canelo was held to the same level of scrutiny as others in the division. Still, the fight itself remained the central focus. Both men displayed remarkable discipline, conditioning, and endurance, clear evidence of months of grueling preparation. Crawford's ability to elevate his skills at a higher weight earned wide respect, while Canelo's toughness in absorbing sharp, punishing shots reminded fans why he has reigned for so long. Yet, the shadow of doping debates lingered, not as a direct accusation, but as a recurring theme that always seems to follow whenever Canelo steps into the ring.
Around a whole bunch of dope people, right? His whole camp, we all know 7 people's been busted there. So How and why is no one asking about if he's been dope tested for this mega fight, right? And that's what I've been watching for. And that's why, you know, my interest is waning, my interest, because I understand that there's people who don't care. You know what I call boxing here, BTBG, beat the black guy. That's what I call boxing. That's what I've been seeing for years, right? Example, who gave a damn when Devin Haney was cheated with Ryan Garcia? Full of dope. All they were doing is celebrating a win, was what they were calling it, with somebody doped.